But yeah, anyways, all ready to go?
Yes.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Shin Pad podcast. Guys, before we get started today, I think we're going to do some housekeeping because I don't do this often enough at the beginning of the podcast. I always forget and wait till the end. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe.
Yep.
Hey, listen, if you with us, if you rap with us, if you roll with us, let me beep that. I'm gonna get Sadman to beep that. If you roll with us, then make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. As soon as the video drops, when you see it, share it if you can. And yeah, man, all of that stuff will be super helpful to us. We're just growing still. 42 subscribers inside the minute. We need more. We're trying to get to 50. If we get to 50 subscribers, I'll get a trim. Not any mad trim. If we get to 100 subscribers, yeah, on my life, I'll do the R9 trim.
Yeah.
I'll do the R9 trim. If we get to 100 subscribers, I'll do the R9 trim. Listen, mark my word, 100%. But yeah, as always, before we get into anything, lads, what is in your shin pad?
So, actually, Alvin, do you want to go first? Or-
Yeah. It's funny because my my shin pad is like, yeah, I guess it's football related. I'm trying to branch out to more or less football related shin pads, but this was in terms of this like game week,
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It felt like I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like it was the most I've seen. It's the most agreeable I've seen in terms of a game week. Like it wasn't more so like a hate watching sort of or rivalry based game. It was so
it was very
it felt more
timid.
leveled.
Yeah, it felt very like passive.
Passive, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
very
That's the right word.
pacified.
Yeah. And it was just,
I agree with that. I don't know why, to be fair.
yeah, exactly. It
Could
was,
you explain more? I feel like I've caught up on.
No, in terms of just like just hate from our fans in terms of like the Liverpool, even with the Arsenal game as well. They're playing against Burnley. I know we had a bit of a spiteful match in the Chelsea game, but that's not like it wasn't like any. We always beat them anyway, so it was kind of like I don't know.
I feel like when it's a top six, kind of like when you support a top six side, there's always like that kind of vultures kind of weighing.
Yeah,
to
every
see
game has so much weight.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, for sure.
I get you.
And not saying none of the games this week had any weight, but it just felt like it was quite passive.
Yeah.
Like everyone just kind of let the games play, kind of, I don't know. It was just interesting to see because, you always expect kind of an intense
100%.
sort of eyes on your back, sort of leaving the balls on your back when you're going to every game week. But
it's one of those ones. That's what I said last week, innit?
Do you guys not feel like that for United? Like I thought there were people got them when Forest, they dropped points against Forest.
Yeah,
They're in much better form.
True.
But again, I feel like with United, they won 2, drawing 1. I feel like not losing that game is more important.
Yeah, for sure.
For them to win that game 100% because they're still doing all right in the table in the grand scheme of things.
Nah,
So,
man. I think it's just like I feel like we're looking at the same painting but seeing different things.
Fair, bro.
For me, I've been getting so much flack from United fans talking about mind the gap when there was above us in the table for 1 week. So for me, as a Liverpool
Fair
fan,
enough, man.
I've been seeing it as like as soon as the United were even losing, let alone they drew the game, I was on to them.
Yeah.
I was on to United fans. Like, you guys won 3 games.
Yeah, but go on then. What's in your shin pad then?
All right. Well, for me, my one is Pep Guardiola. He needs to be stopped.
Really?
This nonsense of subbing off Haaland when he's on a hat trick is killing me as an FPL owner. And this is the 15th time he's done it of all the games he's coached Haaland where he's on a hat trick.
15 times.
Hasn't got the hat trick yet, but subs him off. Subbed him off 15 different times when he's on a brace.
That's a fantastic stat for you guys. Listen, if you say we don't give you guys the best stats here on the shin pad, that's a brilliant one. Hands up, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic one there, man. But Pep
Quote from
Guardiola.
match of the day. I'll give it credit.
Really?
I'll give credit for it.
MOTD. Should not have said that. But yeah, no, man. I'll move on to what's in my shin pad. And in my shin pad, there's a whole load of rage baiting. Yeah, I'm in love with rage baiting, especially coming from one clip this weekend. I don't know if you guys saw Pedro Neto on the bench against Chelsea. Bruv, if this is on the social clip, we'll have like a little thing of it underneath the thing, bruv. I'm telling you, this Pedro Neto moment, I don't know if you've seen it,
Yeah.
He's in front of the Spurs fans on the bench, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, I'll tell him to sit down, give him stick. He turned around and he just go, gives them the sticks out his tongue. He's like,
Fully turns around and doing
fully,
it.
just like for 5-6 seconds, absolute madman. After the performance he had as well, I don't feel like he was what's the word?
Yeah, I don't think he had the legs to stand on.
He didn't have he didn't have the legs to stand on in that one, but it was funny and I enjoyed it, to be honest, because I always love winding up Spurs fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of Spurs Chelsea, I feel like there's no better way to start the weekend than with the London derby. That isn't really a London derby at this point, is it? 3-point lane. I mean, it's definitely a derby in terms of the way it's played, but in terms of the result, a bit less so. Yeah, as always, Chelsea go over there. I feel like it's more of our ground than it is theirs, to be honest. I can't even lie to you.
Were you very confident before this game?
I wasn't confident because of the Wolves result, but when it got to the day of it, I was very confident because it became familiar. You know, like sometimes you're a bit nervous about driving. You might think, but when you get into the car, when you sit down, when you turn the engine on, you're like, I've done this millions of times. You know what I mean? Fantastic, brilliant, normal, whatever. Everything goes the way you planned it to go. It might just be some niggling thoughts in your head, but I always feel comfortable when I see that stadium. When it comes out and I hear them singing, what's it called? When the Spurs go marching in, allow it, bro. It's the biggest gimmick ever, man. So I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, this is gonna be a nice one. And to be fair, it should have been 3-4-0. I don't think 1-0 paints the full story. Yeah. Spurs were absolutely toothless, spineless. I was screaming at the TV, and to be honest, a bit upset that we didn't throw a bit more at it in terms of goal difference, because we need more goals. We've scored the most in the league at the minute, but in terms of trying to push up the table and trying to make up for the goals that we conceded, I feel like we should have had. I think João Pedro should have had a hat-trick in this game. Yeah. But a lot better than before, because he's taking shots, he's getting in the box. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, we to be fair, the main highlight for me from this game was our press. Okay. The way we was pressing Tottenham, the high press, man-to-man press. Oh my goodness gracious me, man. Yeah. We suffocated them, and that's how we scored our goal. Caicedo with an absolute moment and it shows. This is what he does week in, week out all season.
It was crazy.
But it showed, you see it. He won the ball back early in the play, gives it to Neto. Neto gives it away. He wins the ball back again. He runs up, wins the ball back again, gets it, and plays the perfect pass to João Pedro whilst he's off balance, and João Pedro gets the tap in. But the guy is an animal, and he's been doing this for well over a season now, and he's only just now starting to get the recognition for it. There's nobody better in world football at winning the ball back than this guy, and I don't know how he does it. It's like he's got elastic legs sometimes. I'm not even joking. The way he wraps his leg around people to win the ball. And the referees are starting to notice it now as well, because last season he was getting yellows for challenges he's winning the ball for. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's only got 1 yellow card in 10 games so far this season, which shows. Wow. Yeah. From a guy who's a combative midfielder, who wins those fighting duels every game, all game, averaging 14 defensive contributions per game. Unbelievable. Yeah, and he's only got 1 yellow. The guy's unbelievable. I've not got enough praise for him, and to be honest, he single-handedly won us this game, because if he wasn't there, I don't think João Pedro gets an easy enough chance as he did. I mean, he had a couple of easy chances, to be honest, where he should have scored. But without Caicedo in this game, we don't win. And it comes back to what I was saying previously, where when we weren't winning, the reason I was so annoyed is because we've got players like Caicedo, players like Cucurella again, who had a fantastic game, locked up Mohamed Kudus, had nothing to say the whole game. Reece James dictating play from the middle of the park in a position he's not familiar with. But you know what? At the end of the day, he's playing to a high level. If he was playing high and wide, he'd be much better, and he'd be creating so many chances for us, and we'd be able to batter teams a lot easier, in my opinion. But where he is playing, he's doing a fantastic job still, because he is a world-class player in terms of Reece James, 100%. Fantastic. The way he plays, passing the ball, unbelievable. And speaking of Reece James, what's his name? Bentancur?
Yeah, that was shocking.
How on earth did he not get sent off there?
It looked even worse on the replay. Like, I remember seeing it and I was thinking, you know, maybe he might be just going down for the sake of it. Not for the sake of it, more like paying to the refs, you know. But then I saw it, and the way his ankle bent, I was like, I'm surprised he even got up. Like that usually would be like ankle ligament snap or something.
That's exactly why I'm starting to get impressed with Reece and his durability now, because he's had a couple of those already this season.
Exactly.
And he's getting up, which again, it will be challenges that he would have not come back from a couple of seasons ago. Which again made me even more annoyed, because I'm like, bruv, you can see this guy's been injured for how many seasons? England's best right back, and the FA don't want to protect him in any way, sort of shape or form. That's a clear stone wall red card that I've ever seen. I swear to God. And I was looking, I was screaming at you. I was like, how are they not looking at this? VAR, how have you not? Do you know what I mean? In this sort of unbelievable.
There was another one like that this weekend.
Another one
I don't think of that
in
caliber.
In the same game,
Enzo,
who was high, but he just graced him. It was high, but he didn't. There was no force behind it at all. But Bentancur's one was studs scraped down his leg. I was so shocked that we didn't get that red, and even Reece was even more shocked, because you saw he was like, how is that not possible? But yeah, another one for the refs to look at and speak of. But you guys catch the game? What do you guys think in general?
Yeah, so caught the game as well. Yeah, to be fair, Tottenham weren't really in it. They really had no attacking threat or presence up front. I know Kudus had that one chance. I think he tried to curl it past, but obviously Sanchez dealt with that. Yeah, but other than that, I didn't see them anywhere.
No, speaking of Sanchez, actually, he's been, again, and I've said it before, he gets overhated, and I've said it a lot of times, he's been flawless. In this game especially, the way he was coming out and dealing with the aerial, the balls that were coming to box. There was one he came for I think it was a long throw.
Yeah.
He had no right to get to it, but he came out and absolutely dealt with it. And what I liked, what we did this game, and I think I've said it before, I'm not sure if it was on a Shin Pad or if I said it to my little brother, but when we were conceding long throw after long throw every week, I said, I don't know if I said to you, I said we should send 3 players to the middle of the pitch, so that honestly, they're going to have to send 3 players back to defend that, and you'd get less congestion in the box. So a keeper can come and claim it, or when you win it, you can go on counter. We did that for the first time this game, and it worked. He had more space. Sanchez had more space to come and collect the ball. He got the ball, and we almost scored from one of the counters as well, because his distribution was fantastic as well today. So I'm glad to see Maresca finally making an effort to sort of combat these things. We was conceding from long throws every week, and we were just accepting it. So for him to, it's the truth. And I was suggesting this to my brother. I was saying, look, we need to send 3 man up, have them think about you when they're throwing this, because you're just giving them a free ball to launch into the box with all your guys back. What's the point of that? Every time you're conceding from it anyways, because it's such chaos. They're just throwing the ball into a flurry of bodies. When it's in your box next to your goal, you don't want that. Exactly. Because the ball could drop to anyone, even if it's your own player, as you saw with Collins as well, in the game we're going to get into later. But yeah, very happy with the 3 points. Professional display, much better defensively, much better defensively. Achiampong didn't start this game. It was Chalobah and Fofana, and Chalobah was brilliant. Fofana was good on his return.
Correa was
absolute rash. Everyone he plays against, honestly, is starting to become one of those things. But that's where I'm hoping people can see why I have such high expectations for Chelsea, because we've got a very, very good squad. And I don't overstate it. We've got a very good squad, and we can compete against these top level teams. Our struggle is when we come up against Sunderland's at home, when we come up against the Brentfords, when we come up against teams that are a bit more resilient and staunch, because our tactics are not malleable in any way whatsoever. Like, he loves to just do the same things over and over again. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole today. We've heard about that. We've heard about that many times. But yeah, I'm very happy with that one. Great win. And somebody who else is here? We'll go through all of our games first. Why not? Another person who's here who's happy with their win. Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0. Well, I will say, biggest taking point from this game, Mo Salah with 250 goals for Liverpool. Wow. That's unbelievable. That is, I don't think that's being talked about enough, because you barely get people who score 250 goals in their whole football careers. Let alone 250 goals for one club. And all of it in the last, 10 years?
Less even.
Yeah. Unbelievable player. 2016. Good finish. And Gravenberch gets the second for Liverpool there. Or was it the first? I don't know.
It was the second.
There we go.
Definitely a fortunate one, though. Took a deflection.
Yeah, and it was a needed win.
Yeah, much.
Clinical Liverpool clean sheet. What did you think of the game, Will?
Yeah, it was very good. I wasn't really blown away by Liverpool. I felt like the first half was a bit here and there. But the thing is with this game to me is, and I don't want to be cynical, but Liverpool were almost served it on a plate because Aston Villa just kept making error after error. And if I'm being honest,
You got to score those chances, though, innit?
Yeah.
The warning signs were there, like,
Yeah.
Martinez is literally handing it.
Yeah, no, Martinez is terrible.
And then we're not even taking the shots. You got Sabozai shooting too low for one. And then the one he actually gave to Salah was just so easy for Salah. He just had to score it first time.
Yeah, but I thought it was smart from Salah in terms of, like, it looked like Martinez was trying to cover the pass. And Salah just whips it around.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. Was it Konsa or Pau Torres who was defending?
I think it was Konsa, but I'm not.
Good finish, man.
Yeah.
And it shows that his age, his seniority, his experience, it paid in that moment. To be fair, man.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
And yeah, 250 for one club is insane because now he's already the club's third all-time top scorer. But at this stage, he's done something that only 2 Liverpool players had ever done, reaching 250.
Wow.
So, it's a mad thing to do. He's only in his 9th season now. Wow. And, the crazy thing is, even for his, like, terrible goal scoring run, he's already got, like, 5 goals already. So
Yeah.
he gets another 5, he'll be in double digits
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's funny, isn't it? But, yeah, this one was much needed win for Liverpool. And somehow, some way, we're in the top 4 again, which is insane. Yeah, so 6th win of the season. Actually,
It's been a mental Premier League season, to be fair. I feel like everyone apart from these guys are dropping points left, right, and centre. I mean, they drop points against you guys, which is again why when I get into that game later, I've got something to say. But we'll keep on a little bit for now. But yeah, man, no, good win.
Good win. Felt nice to win. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Who's
also bearing in mind Liverpool were, like, I think out of every top 5 European team, they were in the worst form. I think they were the only team to have.
Yeah, four of the last 5, I think you lost, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of winless teams in Europe still, but, just losing that many was just insane.
Yeah.
I think for Liverpool's kind of identity as well, it's just,
Exactly, 100%.
Sure.
100%. But yeah, good win for Liverpool. Moving on to our next game, Burnley 0, Arsenal 2. Very professional away win.
Yeah.
Gabriel, a nice little layoff for Gyökeres's header. And then who was the second? Trossard, was it?
Declan
Rice.
Rice. And Rice does, yeah. Nice little celebration, tributing the goal to his late aunt who passed away. I thought that was a nice moment for him.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic this season.
Yeah.
He's been brilliant. But yeah, what did you think of the game?
Yeah, no, honestly, it was, like you said, professional win for sure. I think in the past few seasons, we would usually struggle, going against the away team. It was decent, actually. It was kind of like a little hybrid deep block / mid block. So it was kind of trying to adapt that game around that. But I feel like we played really well. Right. I feel like Gyökeres, again, I know you only had like a first, I think he had a knock, so he came off.
Yeah.
But I feel like in that first...
To be honest, it was one of his better games. Yeah. And again, it's something that I've been saying for a while. He is a bit of a flat track bully. Against the teams that are a bit lower on the table. Leeds, he's back to bracing.
Yeah.
He scores again today. Forest. Created 2 big chances for Bukayo Saka, who weren't looking himself in front of goal, I'll say. A bit sluggish, but
what's been the deal with Saka though? I've seen the stats on recently. He's got 0 in his last 16.
Yep.
1 or 2 assists in his last 21 games.
But you was hearing Cole Palmer 1 open play goals since January for how long?
Yeah,
how long was you hearing that for?
Not been hearing much, if anything, at all.
Yeah. I think it's a weird one with Saka because I feel like he's never really had like a consistent run, because obviously those games are taken into account when he's actually fit and he's actually started the game, but he's had so many like spells out and in, so I guess he's never really had a good amount of time to actually like build up those numbers. But I think it's still early days in terms of that. I feel like he was still, by the time we get to the second half of the season, he'll probably get close to the numbers.
It's not as big of an issue now because you guys aren't relying on Saka
as much only output
as the way it was before, where you needed that 100%. What I will say is, from my takeaway from this game is, for sure, once people start to clock how to defend you man set pieces, you're done for.
Can they?
I don't know if they can.
Also got such a variety.
Whenever we get a call, I'm so excited. I'm just ready to celebrate.
All I'm saying is a certain Sean Dash is back in the league, and that man figures things out. Defensively, he figures things out.
Yeah, but
So let's see
He's not a
if my
whistleblower,
guy
you know.
Sean that there.
with,
Come on,
with
mate.
Forest.
Listen,
You
who
know,
knows? What I'm
Forest
trying to
did
say is
look
though.
good against not.
What I am trying to say is though, in general, everyone's been saying Arsenal flying away with it, running away with it, and I've been saying it as well. Last week, I was clipped saying simulate the season. You know what I mean?
That's right.
End it here.
That's right.
I'm here to say no. Pull it back. These guys, they're not the real deal. They're not the real deal. I'm telling you. I was watching this game and I was like, bruv, no, I'm not having it, you know. They're not that good. We need to fix up. We need to City, come back.
I'm crazy. There was a number of times City were doing that, man. I felt like City would go on win streaks and not play that good in quite a few of their games.
No, but City were blowing man away though, in terms of like they'd win
not every
before the
year,
game
though.
started though. But it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. This is,
Yeah, nobody's doing it like this.
bro, this is
Nobody's doing that.
honestly like, you know, at the beginning of the season when U-Man was just winning games and it was a bit poor or whatever. Theirs is kind of similar, but it's not poor. It's just there's nothing about it. It's just the passes are going sideways until they win a corner. Then when they win the corner, the ball's going into Gabriel, and Gabriel's flicking it to someone, and someone's putting it in. And once they got one, Burnley needs to come out a bit more. So then that's where a second could come quite easily.
What a great ball by
And
Gyökeres
because
as well.
exactly, and because what's it called? Arsenal are so solid defensively, they know they're not going to be able to concede that many chances, so they won't concede a goal when they're under pressure from Burnley at any moment in time. Do you know what I mean? So that once they get that first goal, it's basically wraps. That's why I was saying simulate the thing. But I think when you guys come up against a certain someone, I'm gonna say a certain someone in the Chelsea, when you come to the bridge, things are gonna change. Things are going to change because you're not going to be able to get your easy, you know what I mean? Maybe if you win like 10 corners, you'll be able to beat us. But if we can limit your aerial threat on the set pieces, I swear to God, we can hurt you going forward. Because we've got so many players who can hurt you going forward. Compared to other teams you guys played. Even when you play Liverpool, I don't feel like they, at the moment where you played them, had what we have right now in terms of attacking players. Especially when a young CP is coming back. Hopefully he could not dodge that game. He's dodged you, man, a couple times already in terms of with injury. But yeah, when he's back, bruv, I'm hoping, I'm praying.
I'm sorry. Whenever I see Gabriel, I see Timber, I see Saliba, even Calafiori, I feel so safe.
I know,
you can bring
I
your
know you feel
Netos,
safe.
you can bring your Pedros.
Yeah, no.
Even Palmer, bring him. But honestly, we'll go there. We probably might scrap a 1-0, maybe. But either way, I don't see us losing.
It'll be a good game. Last season was a good game.
It was a good.
It's getting better now. I'm glad I can start speaking with chest when it comes to playing you, man. But yeah, all I wanted to say is I don't think it's cut and dry. I don't think they're gone at all. I think the race is still open.
I will say this though. I feel like I do want us to get back to scoring like at least the minimum 3 goals a game.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something that because you know 1-0, 2-0 is never really guaranteed in the league as well.
For sure.
As you saw the past games, but I think
the main reason for my confidence now is the Saka and the you know you don't have Ødegaard in there. Eze's not doing the madness.
Yeah.
Gabriel Martinelli's not doing the crazy. I don't see anyone who's like up for it. It's only Gabriel.
I can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but Havertz. I think he might have a plan.
Makes me even more confident. It's not makes me even more confident. I'm like, yo, these men are waiting for Havertz to come back.
Bro.
Try Havertz.
Nah, man.
That 9-minute dagger when the ball goes in on the set piece and he just comes up and
That
loops
little
in.
eye, I swear, he's the most jarring face. Honestly, he's such a jarring guy. Thank you for the Champions League, by the way, but jarring guy.
No, Arsenal quietly just have the most squad depth, and I think it went under the radar. And even as I'm an avid Premier League fan, but I think it went under the radar for me personally, where there was so much hype with the Isak move on the last day of the season.
Yeah.
I don't think I truly peeped. Arsenal really tightened up a couple moves I didn't think they were going to make late, like the Eze move. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Capier.
you know, honestly, I just looked at them and like I'm looking at some of the guys that aren't playing. I was like, wow, they're so strong. Like no matter which defensive formation or you know, I was even thinking midweek as well. And I was seeing the Carabao Cup game as well.
Mascara.
I thought, Arsenal just so solid in that one. They just don't look like they'll lose, man. And it's hard to think a team that doesn't look like they're gonna lose is somehow gonna lose enough games.
100%. I'm telling you, it's gonna come. It's gonna come, bro. I'm telling you right now. when they get hit in the Champions League and it starts to shake, and then when a couple man starts to drop out, bro, Gabriel's on the verge of an injury. I can smell it. Yeah,
Wow.
Saliba's always ready to get injured. Yeah, I know they got guys that can come back in, but those guys not been tested fully yet. People are saying they look good. They look good against these men in the League Cups. Yeah, fine, blessed. You can always look good against these men in the League Cups. I remember when we signed Disasi. When we signed Disasi, he was looking very good in the League Cups. You get me? And then it comes to Prem time. Some certain man send a long ball your way, or when you're playing against teams that are defending deep, and you're just holding the ball all the game, you're not getting tested. But when you come up against the Forest and they're lumping the ball up to Chris Wood or up to a Igor Jesus, you know what I'm saying? It's a different day, man. Especially what happened with United at Brentford. You're seeing it. Brentford, when they're playing that long ball and the ball's bouncing in front of you now, it's a different game. So let's see. It's only 10 games in. People are going crazy, but what I'm saying is just over a quarter. Just over a quarter of the way, man. You know what I'm saying? There's so many more games left to play.
For sure.
28 games left to play. We've just played 10 and we feel like it's been ages, right? 28 more. You know how much that is? That's a lot, man. That is a lot. So we'll wait and see. But I am definitely watching closely and watching with a very keen eye is what I will say. But yeah, moving into our next game, say the man possessed Halloween fixture, and this guy was walking around the Manchester as a Joker the night before, and he comes up and grabs a brace. Manchester City 3, Bournemouth 1. What I really like from City this game, yeah, they know that Bournemouth will come play. So what they did was they decided to start their play from a lot deeper, and they start play from so deep. Bournemouth come up higher, they press on, and then right there they'll play one ball straight up to Haaland or to Cherki. Haaland usually would hold it up or play someone in. First one gets to Cherki with a lovely little header around the corner.
Brilliant.
Haaland, once he's there in that space, we've seen it 20 times already this season. Once he's there with that space in front of him, there's no one better in the world. People are saying Mbappe, maybe you can get there and rival him in that. But Mbappe, if you catch him, which you probably won't, you can probably get a little arm on him and, you know what I mean, weights him a bit, bully him a bit. Haaland, there's no chance. If he even puts one arm on you, you're not moving from that spot. I've seen it even with big man. Even with big men.
Or he'll knock you to the ground.
He'll knock you to the ground, bro.
You lose your balance.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
And he finished. Like, he puts it right past the keeper, but with power, and it's low. So even if the keeper gets touch on it, it skids in.
It's gonna,
It's unbelievable. And two very similar goals that he scores. Imagine what a scary sight that is, if you're a goalkeeper and you see this big blonde bastard with his huge
he's
just running towards you. I would shit myself. I'm not even joking. I would fully shit myself, bro. That brute is just looking at you like
I think the
with his
awful
weird
thing is
smile.
I think I actually always thought from a goalkeeper's perspective is someone charging down towards you who you've done your homework in the week as well. You've seen all the highlights, and you're like, you just know his range is like
it's different.
It's like you've got no, like, you know, even going up against like almost prime Ronaldo and Messi, like you see them 1-on-1, it's like, bro, you don't know where they're gonna put the ball because they can put the ball anywhere. Haaland, once he's in the box, anywhere, anywhere could go in.
You can't even read as well by his body. Like
I see him in 1-on-1 and I'm already counting my FPL points. I'm not even joking. He's in 1-on-1 and I'm already counting. He misses a few, but he's in there so much. Like he's just there. He gets that and he's just clinical.
Missed a couple in this one too.
He missed another, missed another couple chances. He could have easily got a hat trick, but this is him though. He'll easily rack up 2-3 XG in a game. Like, it's nothing. Like, it's insane. But yeah, Bournemouth, they look good, to be fair. I feel like it was a bit unfair. 3 goals was a bit unfair. They looked good. I feel like they played. Just they can't be that open against Man City. But again, I don't feel like it's the end of the world if you try and play against City. You can get at them. I don't know. What do you guys feel?
I give them a lot of credit. I think they were probably one of the best. It's great. It's mad to say, but I do think it's probably one of the best away performances I've seen from a team that's gone to the Etihad in a while. Because I feel like even before Haaland had scored, they had a chance where they did put the ball in the back of the net. But Cooper Jr., if he could have just about held his run, been level with the ball, that would have been Bournemouth in front. And to me, the way Bournemouth even worked that chance, I was like, oh, that's good. You know, I was like, I like to see my team do that, you know, when we go to Etihad, you know, things like that. But, you know, another thing that I actually particularly liked was Bournemouth, even when they went the goal down, still like, no, sticking with the plan, kept going, kept trying to trouble City's defence. I do weirdly say their goal, in my opinion, shouldn't have stood. I don't know what's you guys' opinion on the holding Donnarumma's arm.
I thought I agree with that as well. But again, it's I can see where they just let it go. I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one. It's a bit of a strange one to be
It's a
fair.
mad grey area because it's like
It's cheeky. I feel like it's cheeky. But it wasn't that much of a hold where it was like
If it was on your team,
you'd
and
be
they don't
pissed.
call it.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
But
I don't know. I feel like Donnarumma still could have done what he wasn't really going to do much in that situation anyway. I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one. But again, it's the one goal and in a 3-1. It was the equaliser. It was the equaliser. I know what you're saying that. Yeah.
At that point, I feel like it was the kick up, the bum that they maybe needed. I was like, you know what, we can do this.
Yeah.
We can go away, maybe grab a draw, a point, or even go for the win. But it is controversial. I will say that for sure. But I think every ref's gonna have a different opinion on that because I've seen some calls where it's like, okay, it's just part of the corner tactic in the summer. Like, okay, no, that's a foul. Free kick of away.
But again, I do agree with you in general. I feel like it probably shouldn't have stood, but it's City at the end of the day. I didn't really care when it went in. I was just like, but yeah. Speaking of City, we move over to the other side of Manchester. Nottingham Forest 2, Manchester United 2. United were pegged back quite early in this game. They opened the scoring. I think it was who got their goal.
For United,
Their first goal, bruv. Who was it, man? My head's gone. But yeah, they opened the scoring, and then I think Nottingham Forest got two straight back into it, innit?
Yeah, literally within minutes.
Yeah, within
bang,
minutes.
It's crazy.
Two, bam, and then 2-1, and then the late volley from Ahmad. Fantastic pressure. Who's their first goal?
Left
The
foot
header.
as well.
Casemiro.
Yes, yeah.
Corner. I can't lie. It's a tough one because Man United were on top. I felt like it's just their management, in-game management, wasn't great. And the balls in the box from Forest could have been dealt with a lot easier. Gibbs White. When you see Gibbs White scoring a header, something's gone wrong somewhere.
A looping one as well,
man.
Past the keeper. Yeah.
So I feel like it draws questions again to the management, but it's they avoided a loss at the end of the day. Could have lost this game, and on another day they might have lost this game when they go 2-1 down. But to have that grit and that fight to come back and get that last goal, and the way they was pushing for the last goal as well, and they could have gotten a winner that was blocked on the line later on from Ahmad's shot.
Yeah.
They're improving, man. I can't even feel like they're improving so much so that I'm even starting to look at some of their assets for my FPL team. That's where it's getting. That's where it's getting to be honest. We'll talk about that later on in the FPL corner. But yeah, they're looking all right.
They are.
What about Sean Dyche?
Looking good.
Turning them around.
Yeah. That's what's that? 2 wins, 1 draw, and a loss now.
Yeah. Is this all comps or just
all comps? I'm saying.
Okay,
that's all comps. Yeah.
Because honestly, I feel like Forest should feel quite disheartened they didn't win it. I really felt for them.
Can I say Elliot Anderson, another great game as well?
Bro, wow. I've been saying it all season. Yeah. He is unbelievable. But when he gets that last goal or where he starts to add goals to his game or assists to his game, he's going to be fantastic, man. I think he's going to go up to another team, maybe United or so I can see him there. All action. He's an all action midfielder, man. And he's legs and he's got quality on the ball. I rate him highly, I think he's quality. I think he's so good that England should take him to the World Cup this summer.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Over who? I mean, actually,
who's there in the midfield?
We've not seen the best setup in these camps. Like, he just keeps taking different players. So I'm not even against it, but I'm just...
Over Henderson for sure. Over Henderson for sure.
He should, but I have a feeling if I had to put money on it, I think
Henderson probably would, yeah. But anyways, that's us done with the Big Six fixtures, traditional Big Six fixtures. We're going to go to the rest of the league. Brighton 3, Leeds 0. Danny Welbeck and Diego Gomez brace. Brighton were ruthless here. Leeds were totally outplayed. And they've got this ability, man. Random games, they'll just batter teams, and then some easy game, you expect them to just easily win. They'll lose. Brighton are such a yo-yo up and down team, and they always seem to turn up against the big teams, especially us, dead guys. Anyways, great win. I saw that Diego Gomez was he got a brace of tap-ins. I don't know if you guys saw it. Two tap-ins. good timing into the box. I think that's his 4th goal in the Premier this season or something like that. 3rd goal.
Yep.
He's been alright for them.
But he
Goal
has another
scoring.
game in the Carabao Cup where I think he scored 4.
Yeah, that was it. He scored 4 in the Carabao. Yeah, one was an absolute banger as well.
Yeah.
Couple of them actually are bangers. Yeah. But anyways, Welbeck again. Again. Another goal. He's ticking on very nicely. But great win for Brighton there. Crystal Palace 2, Brentford 0. Palace with another clean sheet, controlled the game.
Yeah.
Mateta, what header? You guys see that one?
Proper target for
Yeah, was it? I think, was it another long throw? Headed on by Lerma? No, it was a free kick. Pino, great delivery. Lerma heads it back and then glancing header, but it goes top corner, like just fully into the corner. Brilliant header from Mateta. Another goal. What's that? 4 in the last 2 home games for Mateta. Yeah, man. Normal standard Palace.
Absolutely killing it. Yeah, this Palace team. How far can they take this, honestly? Because I just don't even think.
To be fair, they got Europe last season because they won the FA Cup.
Doesn't feel like it's affecting them.
No, but they I feel like it will eventually because they do play the same team a lot in Europe, and I think they lost to who is it the other day in Europe? AZ Alkmaar, something like that. They didn't win their game. I was quite shocked to be honest, but yeah, no, maybe after a while it does because I see Munoz was playing basically every game. Mateta's having to play every game because fingers out injured. We'll see how it goes when it gets to that period where things start to become a lot more congested. We'll see how they go then. But
it'll be interesting as well because obviously Gahey is pretty much confirmed to go to Liverpool.
I mean,
I don't think it
could
is.
open up now.
I think it's a race.
It's a lot of clubs now, yeah. Liverpool were there before, but I feel like, bro, now that it comes to another year and there's other teams that need centre backs, like it can open up.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say you already know Real Madrid and Barca. They just I don't want to say anything before their fans go into it, but they love the free stuff. Bayern, they've got a situation with Upamecano. His contract is running out this summer, so they may need to be in the market for a CB as well. And obviously they've dealt with Palace already.
Yeah.
You know, actually, well, they won't even need to deal with Palace this time, but you know, who knows there. So I think there's a few teams.
But yeah, moving on to our next game in London, Fulham 3, Wolves 0. Yeah, man, Wolves.
Yeah. Same old
standard.
team.
And you know what's crazy as well? Speaking of this game, I'll talk about it in FPL corner, but one of the only players that I wanted to bring in this week was I was going to get rid of Reinders and bring in Sessegnon. Sessegnon, golden assist. Unfortunately, I didn't bring him in.
Dang.
Very close. I was just like,
why were you looking at Sessegnon?
Because I just wanted to get rid of Reinders before the price dropped, but I was just going to do it for a thing where I was like, just do it and have Sessegnon for the next week. I think I probably would have might even benched Sessegnon. But actually, no, Wolves I would have never benched him for. I would probably have benched someone else, maybe like maybe not Eze, because he was bad. It would have been a hard benching decision if I did bring him in. That's what it would have been. So I was like, you know what, just bench Reinders for another week and roll the transfer and see how you go.
Yeah.
Fortunately, didn't work out for me, and he ended up with a 14-pointer, which was mental.
Wow.
But yeah, Fulham 3-0. It was Wolves are absolutely done. They sacked their manager after this game. Vitor Pereira is gone. They're looking at bringing in Gary O'Neill. It's all done. It's done.
Relegation.
It's done. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see where they can even get a point, man. It's actually sad. And they got us next. I think we need to be looking to put them to the sword there. 4 or 5. We can't afford to not win that game. I'm sorry.
It'll be shocking if
quickly, though. I don't know if you caught Chelsea's Carabao Cup game.
Yeah.
I was seeing a bit of it during the Liverpool because I could not watch Liverpool. So I was watching.
We have that in us. But yeah, that's again complete second team there. So hopefully,
was that say Gittins? The what a goal?
Gittins what a goal. Esteval what a goal.
No shit. Yeah, no lie.
Yeah, man. We had a couple good goals there, man. But yeah, West Ham 3, Newcastle 1. Probably the shock result of the weekend.
Yeah.
Especially after Murphy's opener.
Yeah.
Murphy just crashed the balls upon corner as he's been doing so well recently.
We said this I read before as well about his technique with the ball.
We've said it, haven't we?
It's like Aguero
He just
at the near
crashes
post.
it. He
just
absolutely
don't know
crashes it. He gets into corners.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I was watching this game live. I was walking home and I just had it up on my phone. And I see Bowen crash the bar. And I was like, ooh, West Ham come a bit close. Then Newcastle just go up the other end, and Murphy scored on that same play, and I was like, "Oh, this is just so peak." I felt so bad for West Ham because they actually started the game quite well. But then after Newcastle scored their first goal, they fell silent. There wasn't much more chances after. I think Gordon might have had a shot. Gets to half time. Eddie Howe subs off Voltemada and Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, strange.
And what I believe to be complete head loss. I don't know what he was thinking in that moment in time, because they went on to lose the game by an even greater margin. They was down 2-1 at half time, which fair enough. You'd be annoyed at that, 100%. But West Ham have got solid players in good positions. You got Bowen, we're talking about Paquetá, we're talking Malik Diouf even.
Yeah.
They've got some good quality players. You can't like go all out and lose your head if you're down to a team like that and start making subs for your two biggest players, in my opinion, your two stars in terms of attacking output. He was asking for it, man. And there you go, 3-1.
Yeah.
West Ham with a fantastic win, their first home league win since February.
Oh my goodness. No way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, that checks out. I'm not gonna lie. they have been pony. They've been pony. I think,
he did say
I think
the
Sunderland
fodder.
already have more points than them in that same
Yeah.
amount
Wait
of
a minute.
time.
Oh, no, it wasn't us, was it?
Yeah. No.
Oh, they beat us away. No, they beat
No,
us
I don't
away.
think it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I was about to stop laughing there.
Imagine. But yeah, that is the end of our weekend roundup. There is a game that has literally just kicked off. Sunderland versus Everton at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland looking to aim to keep their place in the top four. To be honest, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, that's the end of our weekly roundup, guys. If you can, again, if you're still watching, please subscribe, please like, please comment. It helps us so much. And we're gonna move on into our FPL corner.
Yes.
Lads, let's get up the FPL, man. What's happening? Who wants to go first? Who wants to run through their teams? Should we say what points whoever's got the highest goes first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I literally got a point over average, so that's pretty.
62. Yeah, I got 73.
Nice.
What did you get?
Oh man, I'm doing poor. Like I think I still got players. I've got 2 players playing now. So
Really
I'm
fast.
hoping.
Yeah, true.
I'm hoping they'll just push me closer to
Who's that?
50.
Michele and Natandai.
And yes, literally.
Okay.
Those two, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Alderete
Two
on my
best
bench,
assets,
but I
bro.
don't think it'll.
But yeah, going through my team, it'll be up on the screen right now. Nick Pope in goal. Decided to lose to West Ham. The team that everyone beats. Everyone's eating from West Ham. It comes time for my goalkeeper to finally get a clean sheet. Decides not to. Hey, fair enough, innit? He didn't get a clean sheet. However, he made 7 saves in this game, so he got extra 2 points from that.
Yeah.
So he ended with 3 points. Wasn't the worst in the world. Munoz clean sheet. Timber clean sheet. Just 2 6s there, 2 6 points. Very happy with that.
Yeah.
And Gabriel, the big man, I almost captained him. Got him vice captain, as you can see, with a 12-pointer. Semenyo, Sarr, and it's my whole midfield actually, all blanked. Semenyo, Sarr, Eze, and Enzo. Enzo Fernandez had a chance to score. Didn't. He had a header, like literally right next to the goal, just blazed it over. Eze, I didn't really see much of him in that game. He got subbed off quite early. I don't think he had a great one. Sarr, same again. And Semenyo, again, it's all very similar there, I can't even lie. And yeah, my captain, the guy that I did choose to captain, I think I've captained him 9 out of 10 game weeks so far. Erling Haaland, man. Doing the
Who could
business.
blame you?
Managing to outscore Gabriel somehow. I was pissed.
That surprised me.
Yeah, I was pissed, you know, because I was looking at it and I had Gabriel vice kept. I was like, I should have just capped Gabriel, man. There's no way Haaland gets 2. Bang, Haaland gets 2. To be fair, that's why I captained him. This is why you always got to listen to your logic before you do things, yeah? I looked at it and I was like, Mateta bagged the hat-trick against these men. Apparently, these lot concede a lot of chances to whoever's the opposition striker. So I looked at it and I was like, you know what? It's Haaland, bro. If he gets any sort of chances, it's going in. So, yeah. He was my captain. Mateta, who I just brought in, got me a goal and 3 bonus. Brilliant 9-pointer. Voltemada subbed off at half-time. He's the one that I'm looking at now. So him and Reinders, out of my whole squad, I'm happy with everyone. Him and Reinders, you're on the clock. Reinders more so than Voltemada, but Voltemada, you're on the clock, my boy. Because honestly, like I never really saw whole potential in him. Anyways, I don't see him going and scoring a hat trick in a week, and I feel like midfielders are more valuable. So especially now that I've got such a heavy weight front line, I want to take some money out of that now. I'm investing more into my midfield because I can get in someone like an Mbemo. If I do something like a Voltemada down to Creepy Jr. or Gui, and I just fuck off that third attacker spot and use it as my bench player, then I can move a Reinders up to Mbemo, which will help a lot more. Because if Mbemo gets a double, he's getting 17 points. If Voltemada scores 2, he's getting like 11, 12 points. Do you know what I mean? It's a different, exactly. Yeah. It's a different bag. So I feel like I might invest a bit more into my midfield. But that's what I'm looking at. Not a bad week. Small green arrow as it is. Nothing crazy. And yeah, man, excited to see how it goes on. But yeah, bro, we're gonna have Alvin's team up on the screen right now. Bing.
Yeah, so few changes I made last week. So added in Mbeumo, and obviously, fun enough, took out Salah, and of course he scores. That's just my luck. I just knew it. That's sort of like on the notification.
You had the week before as information because he scored the week before as well, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. No, so I had him when he scored against Brentford.
Yeah, I would have. If I had him against Brentford, he scored. I would have just kept him.
True. But I don't know. I just assumed because Villa had been in decent form.
Yeah.
I thought it could have been a bogey team to Liverpool. This
Villa at home.
Konsa probably would have held him down. Or
Villa at home are very different to Villa away, man.
For sure.
It's unfortunate, but I hear it. Especially Mbeumo had a couple of chances, he didn't score, but against Tottenham now, he'll at least get a couple, I think, man.
Yeah,
Tottenham
for sure.
are so open.
Yeah. Vicario, so I started him in goal. He had 8 saves, so he got me 4 points. The Prav guy to put on the bench because I knew obviously it was going to be a hard time for him.
That's crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Vicario with 8 saves.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That just goes to show, like,
how many chances he had to.
You guys actually could have killed him.
One more point, and he would have got another point there. He could have come with 5 points just from save.
Yeah.
And he conceded. Oh no, he only conceded 1 to be fair, so he gets the 2. But yeah, that's decent.
So Timber 6 points at the back. I kept Conte in because obviously I went off last week's assumption that he probably would get more than a point.
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah. Spence, I don't know why he's still on my team. I don't know why I have any Tottenham defenders still on my team. Because really and truly, they're, like you said, a whole the back.
They're done. Spurs assets in general.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting Kudus at a stretch, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not even Kudus is the one that took out for Mbeumo. He obviously blanked this game, but I'm interested. That's for the long run for sure. Saka and Rice I put in. Rice, I knew he was either going to score or assist.
Nice.
It was actually between him and Eze. I was like, who do I add? But then I was like, you know what, I'm going to stick with Rice. And then when I saw the goal, I was like, perfect.
He's doing it this season. He is doing it this season.
And put Creepy Jr. back in, of course. He didn't score, but he had a good few chances. Yeah. So, and I still feel like he will obviously bag more this season.
Good value. You had him for a while as well, so
yeah.
Good.
Voltemada and Haaland. So Voltemada, it's funny because I actually was gonna consider capturing Voltemada. I was feeling a bit alternative.
Wow.
I was like, West Ham away. Sure, he's gonna eat.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then So, but then I was like, you know what? It's Haaland. Like, let me just stick to my guns here, and you know.
Sometimes being a pussy is not bad.
Exactly, exactly. Because that head loss, when seeing him subbed at half time, and seeing Haaland back 2 out of it would have been too much.
Yeah, it would have been
take.
But long day, long day.
But you were spared. I can't lie. I feel for you. You were actually spared, man.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, decent week, above average. Can't really complain. But yeah,
that's nice, man. Yeah, I'd say a couple subs in your team actually is really good. To be fair.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Will, you're gonna have yours up on screen right now.
So
talk us through it.
For me, I usually have a policy of FPL. If I get 50 points, I can't complain. I think 50 points is like my cutoff for an okay week. No, not even like a fine week. So I've literally just got 51 because Xhaka, Michele, and Ndiaye are all playing. I've got Pickford on my bench, but we'll just have to see how that game goes. I've got Senesi with 3 points who should be coming in for Foster, who didn't feature at all. And it's been quite annoying because with my wild card, I'm definitely doing better than I was the previous weeks before. I wildcarded about 3 game weeks back now.
Yeah.
So I've been getting good holds and I got an improvement to last week. But my issue is starting guys at the right time. I've got Van de Ven. I play him almost every time and he does nothing for me. But when he's benched, Michele, I start him, does nothing. If he's benched, he does something. I don't know what it is, man. I just can't seem to get the guys going. And my issue is guys that I transfer out always have a blinder. So Salah, I transferred him out during the Brentford game, but before he scored. Because to me, he was thinking of the pitch. I was like, enough is enough. I'm going to transfer you out now before I think twice and let you stay. And obviously he scores that goal. I'm like, okay, no. It's a fluke. I've been watching it every week.
It's not going to happen next week.
I don't know if he gets the chance. I was like, oh, man.
It's painful. It's the same like with this week again. The curse of FPL strikes, as it always does. The most transferred out player of the game week was Joao Pedro. What happens? He goes and scores.
I'm surprised that many people still had Joao Pedro.
Yeah.
I think I must have got him out after.
I still had him for the fixtures. That's where it is, isn't it? It's the fixtures.
First 6 weeks of the season, man.
Yeah.
Like, actually, no, I wildcarded him out. So yeah, I can understand.
It was the
that.
fixtures. I kept him for the fixtures, and I had him for that Sunderland game. And that Sunderland game was the last straw for me. And I took him out after that. Which, in hindsight, with our form against Tottenham, maybe it was a bit of a rush, especially for Voltemada, because I wasn't sure on Voltemada. I was sure on Mateta for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a bit of a hindsighty one, which is a bit annoying. I think he is a good pick, and he will score more goals this season than not, for sure, 100%. Yeah, just one of those ones, man. FPL is just it's like that. It's like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not much forgotten. And yeah, the player I transferred in with my 1-3 transfer, Saka. I thought, I'm gonna play a blind here. I'm gonna take this guy out. Didn't even
At
realize
least you didn't captain him. A lot of people captain Saka.
They captain Saka. Interesting.
Yeah, I saw a lot of 6 points.
You know what? He had 2 chances. He could have bagged. He could have put away.
Fine margins in this FPL stuff. Very fine margins, you know.
No lie. And Walter has been in my team 2 weeks as well. The one. And I just noticed as well, because I thought it was in my head, his lowest points returns of the season have been the 2 weeks he's been in my team. He knows where the net is. 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
As soon as I bring him in, he's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, crazy.
But I bet you, and I'm going to cry next week, he'll score tomorrow in the Champions League.
Yeah.
He'll definitely score tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll back for sure in the Champions League.
I reckon if he stayed on, he probably would have scored, because
It's
West
unfortunate.
Ham,
That's why I was annoyed. Yeah,
aerial threats have pretty much been a weakness this whole season.
So that's why I was I was like, I'm not too sure about this one now, but whatever.
Yeah.
And I think Eddie Howe's learned a lesson himself there, because they didn't go on to win the game. So Eddie Howe, stop messing around with my FPL assets, mate.
Come on,
Piece of
man.
shit. But yeah.
What's the other guy that you warned me about, but it was too late? Langa.
Yeah.
Any player coached under Howe is
man.
he's on fraud watch.
No, literally, man. But yeah, I think if that's everything for you guys,
I did want to mention Champions League games. We've got a couple cracking games. Like if there's any that you guys are looking forward to, obviously there'll be English teams playing.
Yes, we do.
Bayern Munich and PSG playing each other at the same time that Real Madrid will be at Liverpool.
I'm maybe having
a dual screen.
Oh wow, no, Liverpool, Real Madrid, the return of Trent. That's gonna be a big one. How you feeling? How you feeling about that?
Yeah.
Do you know what's so annoying? I don't think he's gonna start. So I think there's gonna be all this hype, and and Valverde will play over him. The thing. So,
that'll be jokes.
But Carvalho just got injured as well. So I was actually thinking, this could be like set in stone, because he's not been starting this season for Trent. I think he's also coming back from injury.
Yeah, Carvalho just got injured.
Yeah. So I thought, we'll be there, but I just see Valverde playing, and otherwise, probably the worst time to play Real Madrid. I think other than that weird derby loss they had against Madrid where Atletico
Barca.
where they lost.
They beat Barca, didn't they? Yeah.
They lost to Atletico.
They got battered by Atletico. 5-2.
Other than that, I think either side they've won like 13 games in total.
Yeah, Bellingham's turned up his game recently. He's been playing really well, and Mbappe's been on fire.
Vinny's making good use of his minutes. He's not playing 90. I noticed.
Yeah,
but I think there's so many guys for Real Madrid now. Where last season we were in great form, they were in poor form. Vinny was missing. It's the opposite now. They're in great form. And I'm actually kind of a little scared as well. Arda Güler as well. I've got to give him a shout. He's been brilliant.
He's
been brilliant.
He's one of the best creative players that I've seen this season in terms of like assist numbers and things like that. He's been fantastic, and he looks great on the ball on the eye as well. So I'm looking forward to the Champions League for sure.
Tchouaméni kind of has a similar role to Caicedo. I don't know if you catch it. He's a lone man in midfield.
Yeah,
I know, and he's performing the role very well. So to me, Real Madrid looking so strong. I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
I think it's that shape changing on Alonso now as well.
Yeah. No. He's been listen. He needs to start like properly laying down his foundations for whatever he wants to be doing, because you know what I mean. They need to win things. He's not gonna have a lot of time there, to be honest. They don't seem to give their managers a lot of time to work things out. So he started well, but they're gonna need to time things up 100%. But yeah, if that's everything,
Yeah.
That's been us. That's all from us this week on the Shin Pad podcast, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and as we always say, always wear protection. Love, peace.
Take care.